what seemed so simple in Jerez has now turned into confusion in France. Welcome to round 6 of the MotoGP World Championship, where the rain has started to come down. We have a possible start delay. Let's get the latest news down on the grid.
On pole position to fight it out with the Ducatis yesterday must be so encouraging and bring that feel-good factor back to the team.
Yeah, it was a wonderful result, mostly from Fabio, but also the result for the whole team for hard work. But yeah, it was pretty fantastic at the moment.
We've got a few spots of rain to start this race. How's Fabio feeling?
I think it's difficult for everybody, not just for Fabio. Normally he's pretty confident, but now you know it's a kind of all the tires can fit. It depends what will happen in the next 15 minutes, probably half an hour.
Thank you, Mac.
Okay, thank you too. Bye.
Yeah, of course, Fabio's been confident all weekend for the last 2 weeks. After he really started to find something, he said he was relieved after finding something. They had that test, remember, in Jerez, and Michael's just taking you through all the changes here. Just put into perspective what Fabio has managed to do with that Yamaha in a short space of time since that Jerez test as well.
Well, they basically put all the puzzle together. You know, Yamaha with the concessions have been working supremely hard to catch up. You know, the leading manufacturer that is Ducati at the moment. They've been trying to put it all together, and they've been testing, they've been experimenting with new engine, new chassis, new steering arms, new electronic strategies. There is a lot going on behind the scene. A lot of work has been done, and now they've found something, put the puzzle together. They found something that works for Fabio, that's giving him back his feeling, and the magic is back for Fabio Quartararo. We know he's an exceptional rider. We know he can make magic happen, you know, during this qualifying lap, during the races. He's a MotoGP world champion. But at the moment, everything is clicking together. So, yeah, Fabio has found his mojo back, and it's great to see.
Yeah, Jack Miller there, obviously started on 8th yesterday. Not the best result again for him, but he said he felt like he has been building, like I guess Fabio has in the Yamaha. They're all building in the right direction.
Yeah, Jack Miller really likes the Yamaha, actually. He stepped on it. His first goes on the Yamaha was like, oh, I love it. Great front-end feel. And he's been fast straight away, you know, from the very start of the season. So Jack Miller at ease with that Yamaha. He's had his ups and downs, but looking good. And more than anything, Jack Miller will be looking at the conditions, thinking today, I can make it happen, because he loves that kind of conditions.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. He'll be rubbing his hands, won't he, at this? The fact that it's raining and you have to make a choice. And yeah, if he can risk something, we can just see Fabio coming back out onto the grid now. You'll probably hear that as well. All the fans loving this man. He's already done the job this weekend by putting that Yamaha on pole position. He's got to find something, can maybe get himself on the podium in front of these fans. That would be special.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to try again. You know, when you saw how much risk he took yesterday in the sprint, at the start, you know, going underneath Marc Marquez in turn 1, attacking in that first lap, activating his tire, you know, super quickly, and making it work. So yeah, Fabio definitely with a chance today.
Okay, well, as we see another Frenchman there, Johan Zarco, let's just take a moment to pause and enjoy the French national anthem. A special moment for the French fans, and a special moment for this man next to me as well. Sylvan will have enjoyed that one. We've got the red, white and blue flares going out around here. The fans are soaking up this moment. Well, let's go back down to that grid then, and let's hear from Hervé Poncharal, who's with Nat.
Hervé, we're not enjoying this weather, but we have been enjoying the French hospitality and the atmosphere, of course, and we've just heard another record this year. We've got 120,000 today, just under 312,000. These fans never disappoint, do they?
No, honestly, to pass the 300,000 figure is something incredible. 3-4 years ago, it was like out of reach. Although the weather was unpredictable, and we know Sunday is a key day, they all came, they all helped to break the record. Unfortunately, yeah, the weather is what it is. I think coming from what you come, you know how to deal with these kind of things. At the moment, it's very tricky because the track is still dry. We got big drops falling down, and it is crucial to take the good decision, but we don't know what's a good decision. So, as we say, to be a hero or a zero, there is a fine line in between the two.
Yeah, it's our turn next, and we hope the sun is going to be shining at Silverstone. In terms of your rider, Maverick Vinales, or one of your riders, good points yesterday. Can he battle with the Ducatis again today?
You know, if eventually it's wet, anything is possible. I don't want to say we're going to be there, but what we saw yesterday is going to be a complete different scenario today. So it's going to be maybe more open and then maybe more exciting.
Merci.
Merci.
Oh, lovely. I love him. He's a great character, isn't he? Let's just quickly stay on the Tech 3 team then. Mav was 5th yesterday, Enea 13th. Mav reckons he was getting better and better as the race progressed. Do you see him finding some more form this weekend in the GP race?
Yeah, that's well possible as well. So yeah, we can't hear anything anymore there. The people are screaming so much, it's unbelievable. The atmosphere is, I've never ever seen anything like it. It is a full house and it's so noisy. I actually feel quite emotional. It's unreal, unreal. A proud moment to be French, actually. Loving it. And Hervé would have been proud of that as well. You know, what an accomplishment for the French Grand Prix. These guys, yeah, like he said, you know, it can be unpredictable. With those conditions, you've got to try and, you know, read the track, read the conditions, and you've got to take the risks. But, you know, it's just like he said, it's very easy. 0 to 0 is a very small difference.
Well, I don't think Sylvain can hear a word I'm saying. So with that in mind, I might see if Michael can hear what I'm saying, because this is where Michael's really going to come into his own, because we need to know what is possibly, we don't know, going to happen with tyres, because it could be a wet race. It seems, actually, the rain may have just stopped a little bit. Michael, what are your thoughts on the weather and the tyres?
Yeah, it's abated ever so slightly here on the grid, but the drops are still heavy. Honestly, right now, there are 2 tyre choices going on. What to put on the spare bikes in pit lane and what to put on the grid. I've been in the melee, and most riders are going to go with a soft front tyre. Yesterday, everyone raced the hard front and soft rear, but the temperatures were a lot higher. I think today, the safe option is put the soft in. It's asymmetric on the rear, but the front tyre is symmetric, so same on the left and right side. On the rear, I think it's going to be soft, as it was yesterday in the 13-lap race, going 27 laps today. If we don't get too much rain and the guys have to head down pit lane, the soft rear should go the distance. But the question is, if this rain falls, have they gone for the medium front in the wets in the spare bike in pit lane, and maybe a soft rear will go the distance? So right now, the engineers have been deciding what tyres to put in that bike, what tyres to put in this bike, what discs to put on, what disc covers to put on. It's been a stressful 20 minutes for engineers and riders alike.
Well, question marks on the tyres and question marks on that man's form as well. Pecco Bagnaia struggled again yesterday, crashed out, has no feeling at the front, but like Nat said to him, he thinks he has top 2 potential. Does he?
Yeah, he does have pace. You know, Pecco Bagnaia, it's not a secret since the start of the season. He's been struggling. He's been really struggling to match his teammate Marc Marquez. But he's got pace, and he's fast in Le Mans. You know, he's got a good results around here, good history. So yeah, Pecco Bagnaia could do it. And again, with conditions like this, if he goes for it, you know, yesterday he lost a lot of points with that mistake in the sprint. He could well be able to put himself back in the race in the championship. You never know with conditions like that.
What's a good result for Pecco today?
But he's got to try and he's got to start to beat Marc at some point. So you know, for him, that's the next thing. He needs to beat Marc.
Well, he didn't finish the race yesterday. We did have 3 Ducatis in the front row, but of course, Pecco was nowhere to be racing. Can he pick up vital points today? Gigi Delanya said, it doesn't really matter in the sprint. The points aren't as important. Well, they are if you want to become a world champion. Well, this is Le Mans. This is the French Grand Prix. Question marks over the weather. It's going to be tasty. Let's hand down to our commentators, Gab and Neil.
Rain in the air, anticipation is high. What are we going to have? Welcome. MotoGP is going to go. Le Mans is never simple, is it? Whether it's dry, wet, or somewhere in between, we're always in a confusing state. Welcome to round 6 of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. Let's take a look at your starting grid then. Fabio Quartararo is on pole position for Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez, your front row. Then Fermin Altair, Maverick Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia. Marco Bezzecchi, Jack Miller, followed then by Franco Morbidelli. Raul Fernandez, Johan Zarco and Pietro Costa. Brad Binder, Alex Rins and Juan Mir. Luca Marini, Fabio Di Giannantonio and Enea Bastianini. Ayagura, Miguel Oliveira, Lorenzo Salvadori and Takiki Nakagami in 22nd position. The riders have left the grid on dry tyres. Everyone on soft front, soft rears.
Bad decision.
Bar Brad Binder, who's on medium front, soft rears.
And there's the rain.
Yeah, Megan Birch alongside me. It just started to rain before that formation lap.
Oh.
And now it's really coming down, Megan.
And Quartararo just slipped, and most of them can't even make that corner.
We're going to have a delayed start here, aren't we?
Yeah, they need to change because that is not safe. I mean, it's just... I mean, the rain's only just started and it's already coming down heavier than I would like to be on dry tyres.
Now, this race was declared dry, so if it is raining now, then we will have a flag-to-flag race where the white flag will come out. That means that the riders can change their tyres and change their bikes. However, with the amount of rain that's... I just saw that with the flag, so it is raining, so it is going to be a flag-to-flag. Marc Marquez leads by just 2 points to Alex Marquez, but the rain, Megan... It's hard in the paddock area, but it's everywhere else. It looks okay. But what do you go for a start like this, or do you delay the start?
I'd say still go for it because it isn't that bad yet, and who knows, if we actually delay the start, it might actually be worse off later on. So try and get as much of the race done as you can now. 311,797 people here at Le Mans this weekend. It's a new all-time record coming through. And I've just spotted that the Canal Plus TV advertisers, white flags are out, white flags are out. That means that you can change bikes. So how many people are going to come into the pit lane on the formation lap? If they're wide all.
Race direction, white flag, riders allowed to swap bikes. Now, if more than 10 riders come into the pit lane, then this will be a delayed start procedure. And it's a red flag. The red flags are out. Now the marshal
I think he's just getting it ready.
Yeah, I'm not white flag. And look, they're all coming into the pit lane. This is like Silverstone all those years ago. Everybody's coming in.
9, 10, 11.
That's
12.
it.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, they all are in.
This will have to be a start delayed. I cannot see why. Officially, it's now been declared a wet race, unless we're going to start this race in the pit lane. Do you remember back in Germany in 2014 when they all did this?
Yeah.
They're all coming into the pit lane. What drama we are seeing here at Le Mans. They're all changing bikes, but does this mean it's a delayed start?
I think it's a pit lane start. Race red flagged due to excessive numbers of riders at pit lane exit. Quick start procedure to be applied. So the red flag is out, the race is suspended. It will now be a quick restart procedure where we will have the new start, and the race will be 1 lap less. And, well, why not just delay the start procedure? The race is red flagged. Look, now we've got pandemonium in the pit lane because they've all gone to the exit. All 22 riders came into the pit lane. If there's more than 10 riders, the red flag was going to come out, but we all knew they were going in.
Yeah, so why not just delay it? I mean, there's no point in just waiting for something that you already know is going to happen. And Vinales is really annoyed.
Yeah, Erta watching on, and now, so what's the new procedure? It'll be at 14:08, so in 5 minutes' time. So the race is. This is just pandemonium right now.
There's confirmation.
So this was on the dry tyres. Oh, wheels. That's Quartararo. The front
That's what I
was
saw.
spinning. Yeah, you saw an accident. Yeah. So the front was spinning underneath the wet tyres. So the race is red flagged. Our second red flag of the year, and yet we're yet to have a race actually red flagged in the Grand Prix itself, and the lights go out. This happened in
funny
Kota.
how that happens.
Yeah, it happened in Kota. It's happening here.
I've just got to take a moment to appreciate how I think this is quite hilarious. Everyone else was walking their bikes back. Bagnaia got someone to push him along while he just rode it. I'm still racing.
Getting a feel for the conditions. Davide Tardozzi watching on, just wondering where he's going now. So who's going to win this race? The morning gets out the pit lane first, probably.
The clouds.
Pit lane will open at 14:08 for a quick restart procedure. It will now be a 26-lap race.
Ooh, so 2 laps down.
Yeah, so race distance reduced by 1 lap. Unless that now means it's going to be 27. Double check with that. But it's 1 less race distance.
I think they've included formation lap.
They have, yes, yeah. So, because there'll be 1 to the grid and then 1 other, yeah. So, this will be a fun one. Start aborted. 26 laps it's going to be. Yeah, because the original distance was 27. They did the formation lap, that counts. That was lap 28. Then we go down to 27, that's where the race starts. Now to do another one now, so it's 26 laps. Just a quick reminder as well that we will be on a quick off on this so that we can go over to race 2 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship.
A really quick off now.
Yeah, we already were on really quick, but really, really quick. Lights, check a flag, that's it, goodbye.
Marquez wins, that's it.
Which one?
Mark, let's face it. But again, Mark in wet weather. How is he?
Kota. Fell.
Alex wins.
Davide Tardozzi is now walking around, the team manager down there at Ducati, just trying to say, stay calm. There's Gigi Delinia as well watching on. Confirmed.
Yeah.
26 laps ahead of us now.
What time is it currently?
It is it's 13:05. So it's 14:05.
3 more
over in
minutes.
France. Yeah. Clock's up here.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go closer.
Well, you won't have to see when that new monitor's here because it'll be right here in big letters. Can we buy that stand yet?
I don't know. Maybe.
We haven't figured out how tall it needs to be yet. So
I can't deal with it today. I have got far too much to do.
Oh,
and
same here, same here.
this just messed with my schedule. I'm not sleeping tonight, yes again.
It's all right. I woke up this morning feeling dead as a dodo. I did not want to get out of bed. It was agony.
I woke up an hour late because I slept with my alarm.
I fell asleep during the NASCAR truck race because I was producing it. I produced it on my laptop and I was laid in bed. And I woke up just on the last lap.
Oh, that's lucky.
It was, yeah.
It's like the universe was saying, hey, you've got to turn this off.
Yeah. Kind of works better. So, red flag is out. We are in a delayed procedure as things stand. The race will restart in 2 minutes.
I fell asleep with my headphones on again, but thankfully, I fell asleep with my phone on charge.
That's good.
Yeah. So I was just like, I want to listen to this, but I just want to go to sleep.
Oh, today is Yuki Tsunoda's 25th birthday.
Ah.
Plug says. Hello, Plug. Wet race declared. So it's officially a wet race.
Do you know, I want it to be one day. Ice race.
I don't think we could do that at all.
But how about this? Instead of using the bikes, they just ice skate around.
That'll do.
Have they actually ever done that? I mean, I know they do like ice skating, like in like the Olympics, but why don't they ever just go around like a homemade like track something and just see who wins at ice skating?
I have no idea.
I think that'd be a lot funnier. I think because the risk of falling, they don't.
Oh yeah, my old laptop is officially broken because of the ports.
Now it's just a prop.
Hard drive can still be accessed though. So I'll wait and then check, but it's already copied onto here anyway. That's why I'm glad we bought the new laptop when we did, because it enabled me to transfer everything over from one laptop to the other.
You only had like 5 days a week with it as well?
Yeah, 5 days and then it broke after.
So it was really lucky.
Pit lane is open, but only for 60 seconds.
You're not out then?
You start from the pit lane.
Yeah. Either that or you go back home.
Just take a quick look there at Ayagua, who's looking around going, well, where's the rain gone?
It's just like, was this a quick shower?
It's stopped. Oh no, there's the dampness on the track. Look at that.
So it's left the pit lane, but it's not left the track.
Because Ayaga's going, where's the rain then? It was raining a minute ago when we came in. Where is it?
It's just like, was this necessary?
Yes. Although it's kind of taking the sting out of the fact that it could have been a flag to flag.
I wish it had been.
Because that would have been more entertaining. They should have really started the race.
Yeah, go a lap, bring them all in.
I know it's for safety, but if you commit to that tyre on the grid, you commit to starting the race.
Yeah.
And if you then come in and abort the start procedure, you should face some form of penalty. Look! The dry tyre bikes are now getting ready again. So I mean, it still could be a flag to flag when they have to come in to change back to dry tyres.
Isn't what Fish just happened is exactly what they put that new rule in for?
Yes. Yeah, the rule that we talked about on Friday, the exact same thing happened.
Everyone has just broken that under the team's orders.
Well, they didn't run from the grid like Mark did.
They should have had...
They pulled into the pit lane, and if it was more than 10, then they abort the start, and that's what happened.
But they should have... Okay, like you said, they went to the grid with those tyres. Shouldn't someone have checked the radar beforehand?
Just see, we might have another delayed start here because there's riders who are now going to change back over to the slick tyres. I don't believe this. We might have a second delayed start here because the wet tyres...
You stay out there.
Who's coming in? Digi's coming in. They're all coming in again. We're going to
Not
have
everyone.
Red flags out again. I don't believe Mark's coming in for dry tyres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 riders. 8 riders, 9, 10. Red flags out again.
I hate you all.
Well, this is unbelievable. Now
Who stayed out?
Well, now they should get a penalty because they've delayed the start procedure.
Yet again.
Well, look, they're all going to the end of the pit lane.
Oh, that's unsafe.
What? No, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 riders in the pit. There's more coming through. What are we going to do?
Half the field's out there still. I love the ones outside of the
Now, this is not the formation lap. Now, I'm getting corrected in my ears. The riders can now leave the pit lane for the formation lap, take their original grid positions, but now all these riders are going to have to serve a double long lap penalty.
They deserve it.
So they now have to serve all these riders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 riders are going to have to take it. And away they go on the formation lap.
93!
That's Mark Marquez, the championship leader. Is Alex in the pit lane? I swear I saw Alex in there.
Yeah, Alex is in there.
So the 2 championship leaders also doing it. There's Ayagua. Well, this is ludicrous. And now, are we even going to have this up? What is going on? We're 11 minutes late to the start of this race. This is pandemonium here, and this is the new rules being exploited by the riders. Look, it's still raining. The white flag with the red X's are there.
All these riders, they're good ones.
And now, what's the betting? It started raining again, and now the other lot are going to come into the pit lane, and that would cancel the start procedure because this is now the warm-up lap.
Natural race selection.
Are they even allowed to come in on the sighting lap? Yeah, it's still raining. Are they even allowed to come in on the sighting lap?
No, they're not.
No, they're not. It's the warm-up lap that you have to change bikes at. And look, there's Mark Marquez practicing the double long lap loop because he knows he's going to have that penalty.
Oh my goodness.
So now, half the field are going to get long lap penalties, double because they've done. Any rider who leaves the grid and starts the warm-up lap from the pit lane will start from their original grid position and then serve a double long lap penalty. That's Mike Webb, the race director.
I think the top 11 were the ones to come in.
So we've now got the situation where half the field are now standing on the grid, by the way. Quartararo's on pole position. And now we've got half the field on wet tyres, half on dries. The track is damp. And can I just point out the fact that they've literally been waiting on the grid for the lights to go out? This is ludicrous. Look, half the field's now approaching the line. And not everyone's here.
This is atrocious. This is the worst start I've ever seen because it has got no order to it.
It's right. Well, half the field are on wets.
They're just doing what they
want. They are doing what they want.
This is exactly why that new rule came in.
But they're going to have to serve a double long lap penalty, so those on the wet tyres must have a great advantage. Quartararo's going to have to serve a long lap penalty. He's starting on slicks.
Yeah, he did.
Alex is on slicks too.
Rins doesn't have to, though. He was good. He stayed out.
So Rins is on wet tyres. Green flags in the back. It's the craziest MotoGP race ever, and it's about to get underway. Half on dries, half on wets. Double long laps, 5 lights on, and pull the throttle back as we go racing. Good start from Marc Marquez. Great start from Fermin Aldeguer on the wet tyre. He gets straight on the inside line. Who's on the wets? Bagnaia on the wet tyres, and he's already sinking. Look, he's got no grip at all. And there goes for contact. As already, those on the wet tyres are so slow on the inside, and Bagnaia's down. Contact here down. Oh, there's the red flag. This one then.
4 down.
The 23, the 33, the 36, and one of them is the 63 of Pecco Bagnaia.
That is, I think Oliveira went down as well.
So the Bagnaia down for the second race running. Surely we'll get a red flag to this one. Bastianini's rejoined the race. Oh, contact! Aldeguer and Alex Marquez making contact down in Museum.
Behave yourselves, and also
those on wet tyres have dropped to the back. Bagnaia's rejoined the race. Quartararo leads, but now...
That's impressive. He's the one who fell.
But everyone's going, look, Quartararo's gone deep down the garage Via. What a crazy start. This is ludicrous.
Bagnaia's the one that fell onto the ground.
Yeah, Bagnaia got taken out. Look, and Alex just says to Fermin, his teammate, to stay behind me.
Oh, do you know what's annoying?
What?
Guess who 2 of the riders were?
Mia's...
On slicks.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Nakagami came in like a bull in a china shop and Mia got taken down.
But Bagnaia got taken down as well.
Bagnaia was on wet tyres. He had nowhere else to go. So it's lap 1 of 26 then here in the craziest MotoGP race you'll see in a while. Salvador into 15th, Rins in 16th. And there's Bagnaia down there. The changing place is absolutely ludicrous here in this one.
There it is.
So
the incident.
Right, let's read. Hang on, into the pit lane. Marini, Bezzecchi, Rins. Now, what were they on? Wet tyres.
Yeah, they were all on wet.
So they're now changing back to slicks. So that original delayed start shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
And now, Vinales, Quartararo, Morbidelli, Bastianini, Raul Fernandez leaving the grid. They get a double long lap penalty. Presumably there'll be more because Mark did the same.
Where's Quartararo?
So, hang on, has it been declared a flag to flag? That's the question. It's been declared a wet race. Has it been declared a flag to flag, this version?
I don't know.
That's another thing to contend.
It should be.
Well, that's another thing to contend with. Has this version of the race declared wet? The white flag was displayed, but the new race procedure,
It hasn't been declared a flag to flag.
No, the original race was declared a flag to flag.
But this one hasn't.
Yeah, I don't think the second race has been declared a flag to flag.
So will they get something?
I have no idea. Into the pits comes Bagnaia for new and well, he gets basically the same race. But if that is correct, because I'm not entirely sure if this version of the race is a flag to flag.
It hasn't been called one.
Bagnaia's back in the race. I'm confused.
We did see the red cross with the white background.
That means it's raining. The race was declared wet. And here's the 2 championship protagonists. Alex Marquez sends it up the inside of his brother. Down to the S Blues. And he's got it. Alex Marquez is into second. The first time this year a move's been put on Mark and he's actually been meant it. And Aldeguer into Rakudamon's going to try and have a go.
Raul Fernandez passes Morbidelli. And Mark, are you paying attention? You just got made a move on by your brother.
Morbidelli, double long lap penalty. That's now been coming through on the stewards as well.
Explains why Raul went.
Well, Mark's going to have one too, but the problem is that it hasn't been served yet. Quartararo, double long lap penalty coming in now. Bastianini, double long lap penalty. Vinales as well. They're all starting to come through on the monitor now, Megan. You have to read them out as they pop up.
Aigura
get one. Yeah, Bashi Vinales and Morbidelli, double long lap penalties there. So half the... This is just ridiculous. Fernandez.
Wow, that is.
Well, this is ridiculous. Well, it's not flag to flag, so they will get punished. I don't think it is a flag to flag. I'm going to text Simon.
I agree.
I
double long lap penalty.
I don't believe this version of the race is a that's a cost.
That just moved.
Acosta's on the inside, yeah.
They're making the move.
No, yes, yeah. Acosta got forced out there by Vinales and Binder.
Quartararo takes his long lap penalty and is the first to do so. D'Antonio also has a long lap penalty. And for notifications, so many are coming through that they can't keep up. Acosta, double long lap penalty.
Marc Marquez now gets a double long lap penalty as well. He's flashed up at the moment. Binder too.
Yeah.
Oh, and Quartararo's got another one. Quartararo's got another double long lap penalty. He came in twice, let's not forget.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, my God. So that's 4 long laps he's got to do.
Alex Marquez and...
One of them isn't complete. One of the two. Look at this.
Poor Pabby.
But Alex Marquez, was he in the pit lane? Was he not?
He just got given one.
Yeah, there we go. Now he gets a penalty. So Salvadori, Milo, Zarco, Oliver and Nakagami don't have it. And Alex just did a 134.
Bastianini has 2.
This is ridiculous.
He just completed 1 of 2.
I can't believe what's going on right now. Quartararo's in a battle with Brad Binder on the inside line down to the chicane.
There's no point for either of you.
This is ridiculous.
Just take the long lap penalty and don't make a move yet.
This should be a red flag. The new penalty system is an absolute joke.
I think Mark's taking his long lap penalty.
This should have just been a ride-through.
It really should have been.
Oh, and that's Alex going wide and out of gear. Mark trying to move around the outside of Mark. He got forced out.
Wait, so that wasn't his long lap penalty? He still has that to come.
No.
Aldeguer passes for second. What's that? Slowing.
No! Mark touches the rear of Aldeguer through the museum and nearly went down.
There's a slow
Here's
rider.
The long lap. Here's the long lap.
There's a slow rider.
That's Bagnaia. No. What? So Alex Marquez.
Raining.
It's raining again. There goes Aldeguer, and that's one of the KTMs taking it as well. I think that was. I can't quite tell. I think that was Vinales.
Yeah, it definitely was. He's the only one in the area.
Well, apparently.
Move.
Apparently, this is because they're allowed to swap bikes.
Right. Oh, riders 49.73 double on that penalty times 2.
So
completed.
They've got another one to do.
They all have double.
Yeah, none of this is racing. It's contrived drama. It's nonsense. It's not sport. I agree with what Simon's saying.
Quartararo and Binder.
Have they gone down?
Yeah.
Have they crashed?
They've gone down last corner.
And out goes Quartararo and Binder. They've both gone off.
Oh, that was a bad
Binder's
throw.
hit the barrier. Quartararo's going to try and get that bike butt up. What on earth?
He cannot get it up.
And the French hearts go. And out goes Quartararo.
They both still have long lap penalties still left to go.
Binder's got going again. Binder's got going. Yeah, it's not over yet. Even though if you crash, it's not over. Look, Mark nearly went down too. It's too greasy.
It was 2 separate incidents.
Yeah, it's too greasy on that inside line. Mark nearly went as well. Watch, here into the last corner with Mark. Mark's rear nearly goes. There's water coming off the curb. So there's fresh water running off the curb like a river. And on the inside, that's Alex Marquez in a battle with Pedro Acosta for the race lead.
Jack Miller passes Brad Binder because he's just rejoined the race, and Quartararo has just completely lost.
Alex isn't leading. Mark leads. When
did that happen?
So Mark's now leading, and he's going to... Yes,
Wait,
now...
Where was Acosta third?
Mark's taking his long lap penalty. Look at this, basically. Everyone's just outbreaking themselves. Mark, Alex, Pedro,
Wins
Febin,
entered pits.
Vinales, they're all going through, and so does Morbidelli.
Wins has entered for pits. D'Antonio gets passed by Salvadori.
Can I just say, having a great day is Lorenzo Salvadori up into 10th place at the moment, and he's absolutely loving life. 9th place, I should say. He's
Honestly,
on 12 places.
Salvadori's having a great day, and he's on slicks. Fernandez, double on lap penalty. Number 1
Quartararo
complete.
is out of the race. He's not been able to restart, so the French dream is over.
Oh, such a sad thing. Where's Zarco? 13th, he's got points.
I've got the touring cards after this. I might need to lie down. Hang on, that's Acosta into the pit lane. So is Vinales. That's bike change.
Wins has rejoined the race.
So the 2 KTMs are coming in to change. Is that back to wets?
Yeah,
What were
I
they
believe
on?
so.
Zarco.
Wets.
Wets.
The Rins.
Are they going back to wets?
Ayagora, Costa, Vinales all completed their double long lap penalties.
So
final ones.
Is it now getting wetter out there that the slicks aren't working?
It is.
Go back to wet?
That's why Rins came in.
And Marc Marquez now breaks himself coming into the Ford chicane.
Struggling.
And Alex is going to get the traction down to La Chapelle. Yellow, it's raining again. So the rain's getting heavier.
Acosta rejoins and so does Vinales.
What are they on though? That's the question.
Wets.
So now it's getting wetter again as the two championship protagonists knock 7 bells out of each other. The two brothers on the inside goes Alex. Mark's on the outside. Oh, I don't know whether it's a laugh or cry. And Bastianini. Bastianini's out of the Grand Prix.
Where is he? Same point.
Yeah, so that's down at La Chapelle. That's on the last corner. So there's fresh water coming down. Alex is going to take the lead. Oh, hang on. Alex now breaks himself. Alex wasn't meant to do that. Aldeguer takes the lead of the race.
When I said Aldeguer would win, I was joking earlier. We're only on lap 6 of 26.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Bastianini rejoins the race.
Rain
gets heavier.
This is ridiculous. Aldeguer leads. Alex Marquez just went straight on. He didn't even try to take the long lap. It was like he was second guessing himself.
It really is. Salvadori passes Raul Fernandez. I think it's a long lap penalty though, which he is completing.
This is the last corner of Akudamon. It's that curb again, Megan. There's fresh water coming off it because it's a steep curb. Mid-corner, you just dropped down.
That's Mark completing his double long lap penalty. Marquez enters the pits.
They're both coming in. They're both coming in for wet tyres. Now, they were on slicks. They're now coming back in for wet. That's it. This is our 4th bike change in 6 laps. Furman Aldeguer leads the French Grand Prix. If I was him, I'd do his second long lap now.
Raul Fernandez enters the pits and so does Bagnaia.
The question is, though, when you go back out on these wet tyres, you've got to get out quick, otherwise you get lost out as well. Into the pit lane as well. Raul Fernandez, as you said, Megan, who's that behind? And there's Aldeguer. Look how hard it's raining now. Aldeguer struggling out there on the slick tyres.
Rejoining the race. Morbidelli crashes out, turn 14. That's what I was looking for.
That's Akudamon again. That's the last corner of Akudamon.
Salvadori is in 3rd place.
Salvadori, the wild card on the could actually win this race unless we get a red flag.
What's this?
Morbidelli's out of the race again.
Oh.
Morbidelli's gone down for a second time.
Binder's out. Binder crashed out. Someone else.
Binder was in pit exit.
Someone else has crashed out as well.
Binder was in pit exit. He's on medium front soft rears. Acosta's past Binder. Yeah, so Acosta's up there now as well.
Bagnaia rejoins. Someone else crashed out.
Mark is... Oh, and there's Aldeguer going wide. He's just trying to brave on slicks. He's trying to do what Brad Binder did in the Austrian Grand Prix, but here comes Alex Rins to unlap himself. Rins is a lap down, and he's on the wet tyres. He's about to unlap himself in this race.
Bastianini enters pits.
I think we need a red flag here just to sort of regroup and see where we're going next. This race is ridiculous already.
Someone else crashed out apart from Binder. I don't know who though. It began with an M. I don't know.
Morbidelli went down.
Yeah, but he's still moving. Now he's not.
Look, Morbidelli officially crashed on our timing monitor here as well. Let's have a look at a replay. This is...
There he is.
Well, that's Binder, and this is how we did it. This is turn 1. This is coming into... Oh, he's just lost on entry at turn 1.
Again. Aldeguer enters the pit lane.
So Rins unlaps himself now. Aldeguer also coming in. Sorry, Bastianini's rejoined the race. Miller's out! Jack Miller's out!
That was who it was!
Yeah, so Miller's out.
Took a while to update.
Well, there's quite a while, right? Hawking in. Salvadori's into the pit lane. They're all coming in for wet tyres.
Digi 2 and Ayagura.
Well, this is just... I can't keep up with this one. My goodness. You need a physics degree to try and keep up with the changes like this is happening. Fabio Zarco leads on home soil.
And he's on wet, so he doesn't need to change. Oh, please win.
Johan Zarco on home soil. One Frenchman is out, the other Frenchman leads.
Oliveira second, Marc Marquez is 3rd.
And that's on his return. Oliveira is on his return in this race, and he's up into 2nd position. He's up 18 places. Zarco's up 10.
Both were ahead of Marc by a lot. 5 seconds ahead of Marc.
Right, I think everyone's served their double long laps now. That was a crazy opening 8 laps.
They have all served their opening things. Morbidelli has rejoined the race.
Miller, there's Miller. When did Miller go down?
He went down around the same time as Binder, though it was too quick on the screen for me to read. He's the one I said M went down.
I agree with what Simon Patterson says. This isn't a race. This isn't a race.
No, it's chaos.
Marini's rejoined. I think he was in the pit lane.
Bezzecchi has 2. Yeah, they were. And that's Bezzecchi going down.
Right, okay, that was what. And listen to the fans. Zarco's leading a lap here, but he can't continue on slick short. No, he's on wets. He's fine.
He's on wets.
Yeah, sorry.
They're fine. People who are In trouble are Marini. Bsky is currently changing his tyres. And Marini.
I don't care. I agree with Simon. This isn't a race. This is ridiculous. But for Johan Zarco, this is the race of his career.
It really is. Acosta passes Vinales. And Bsky has rejoined the race.
So he must have gone back to the pit lane and changed bikes again.
I think he did. And the rain gets heavier.
How long until we get a red flag?
Just give it time.
This is Oliveira on his return for
Bsky's down again.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, he's just gone wide. Thank goodness.
Right,
So he stopped.
Let's do a quick run through the order before one of us passes out from exhaustion. Johan Zarco leads on the wet tyres from Miguel Oliveira, Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, Acosta, Vinales, Aldeguer, Nakagami, Ralph Fernandez and Gigi Antonio has your top 10. And Ayagura has been given a double long lap penalty.
Fifth. Debris on track.
Oh, great. Now there's a yellow
Turn
flag
one.
Right in the middle.
Line. It's right in the middle.
Right, is everybody now on wet tyres?
Yes. Yeah.
We've only got, what? We've got 17 left of the race. No, 18. Morbidelli's still there. Ayagura's gone wide. Mark's got the power on the inside line. Mark might have traction here to get ahead of Oliveira quite quickly, and he does so.
Boat rider of the race.
This
depends.
It's not a race.
Ayagura and Marc Marquez are currently battling out for second position. Marc tries to get ahead of Oliveira, but getting the cutback there for Oliveira.
Oliveira's actually doing really well against Marc Marquez. They come into the braking zone. Marc should get ahead, but he's gone too deep. This time shuts it down to Garage Veer. So, Mia, Quartararo, Miller, Bagnaia, Morbidelli, Rins, Bastianini, Binder twice. Bsky have all crashed out of the race. Binder's crashed twice in this race.
He has, and that is Alex Marquez.
Of course he has.
Ahead of Oliveira.
He crashed at the last corner. He's crashed at turn 1.
Yeah, he crashed with Quartararo first.
I just can't keep up with this race, honestly. There's Zarco still leading.
At least it's a Frenchman leading.
Zarco's increasing his gap at the front leg on the Honda. It's an 8.6 second lead to Marc.
He's increased it 3 seconds in 2 laps. I suppose because his tyres have actually been out there since the beginning, so he doesn't have to warm them up like Marc does.
I'm at a loss.
His are already warmed up and the rain is getting heavier out there, so it suits the conditions even better.
Zarco, Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, Oliveira, Acosta. That's your top 5 as things stand in this crazy French Grand Prix. If you can even call it a Grand Prix, the rain's coming down.
Heavy.
Yeah, I'm wondering, we need to get past 2/3 race distance for this race to be...
2/3, so that is, okay, so 27 divided by 3 is 9, so we need to get at least, 20 I would say for this.
We used to be able to find out what that 2/3 distance would be, but it seems to have disappeared.
26.
Here we go. 2/3 distance would be lap 19.
Oh, so I was around about right.
Yeah. Finish in case of red flag, lap 20, but we've won less since lap 19.
So we've got 10 laps to go until 2/3. Ogura has completed both of his long lap penalties.
Excellent. So now Zarco is leading. Hang on, he hasn't changed bike. Did Zarco
never changed. He never actually changed from the beginning of the race.
No, Zarco stayed on it the whole time.
Yeah, he's one of the only ones who actually did.
What about Oliveira?
Oliveira, I believe, was the same.
Nakagami?
Nakagami, I think, did change at one point.
Yeah, he was in the pit lane, wasn't he? Oh, Bastianini, double long lap penalty. Is he still in the race?
Honestly, he may as well not be.
He's 15th.
Still, he crashes out every 5 seconds.
A Frenchman leads the French Grand Prix, and they are loving every second of it. Zarco leads to Marc.
I think Nakagami finished his long lap penalty. He only went back in once.
Honest to God, I think Marc is thinking championship here. He's not pushing. Either he can't push or he just isn't pushing. Zarco...
He's like, as long as I stay ahead of Alex.
The French are going to be willing him on.
Also, he knows that if he wins, then the French will hate him for not letting Zarco win.
Yeah, and if, well, Quartararo goes down, one French hero goes.
And all of a sudden, the other one is literally in the lead.
The unlikely one, who's only ever won once back in Australia in 2023. In one was a crazy weekend then as well, and it rained.
Tell you what.
Myself and Adam Lemmer is on the commentary for that one. You took that one off.
Yeah, I did.
Speeding in the pit lane is the reason for Bastianini's double on that penalty.
How are you speeding in the pit lane? Were you walking?
Well, to be fair, how is he not speeding the pit? The amount of times, I think the pit lane's been used more today than it has the entire weekend.
It has been. Though, weirdly, not for racing.
I've counted at least 5 bike changes.
Let's count.
We're not even halfway.
They changed on the opening lap.
Yeah.
Then some of them changed just on the warm-up lap. And then we had another change by a lot of the other field, and then a second round of changing. And then the final ones.
In all honesty, I've lost track of this race. It's quietening down a bit into an actual race, but the first 8 laps were... I don't know what's worse. The opening 10 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, or the opening 10 minutes of the MotoGP French Grand Prix.
What we just commentated on, that was worse.
I think that one needs to be clipped and uploaded to social, so that whole race.
The fact that we couldn't actually tell what was going on.
No.
Also, Miller got reported as crashed out twice.
Oh, you're right about that debris on the inside line turn 1. Where did that even come from?
Turn 1. That would be clipping of Alex Marquez or Marc Marquez with Aldegar.
Acosta sends up the inside of Miguel Oliveira down at the chicane. Josh Bagnaia is about to get nil points the whole weekend. Oh, yeah. What's that going to do to the standings?
Where is Bagnaia? Oh.
Yeah. What's that doing to the standings? I can't find it. Here it is.
Not good.
Marquez will be on 171, Alex 165, Bagnaia still on 120. He'd be 51 points back.
Morbidelli's catching.
Yeah, but this will turn it into a 2 brothers championship.
Yeah.
Say again why people criticise me for saying that Bagnaia looked into championships.
Then this happened.
And then again, the race today was not his fault.
No.
He was a pinball.
Yeah, he was, by 2 people who were idiotly on slicks. Where he was actually on the right tyres.
Yeah, but if we had started the race, then none of this mess would have happened.
Yeah.
That original start. I think the rule's going to be looked at again.
Yeah. Even with brackets, this includes wet races.
Yeah. Same moment comes by Bagnaia session. Yeah, I agree with Sean. The bottle.
I love how only 3 of them do not have any issues.
Zarco is now increasing his gap to Marc Marquez. It's now 9.3. What is it about him winning on weekends where it's crazy?
He's a crazy person, I'm assuming.
And he's going to lap Bastianini.
He's like, look at me! No, this isn't how far I've fallen, this is how far I've ridden.
Johan Zarco on a Honda leads.
Oh, I've just realised something.
What?
Who's the one behind him again?
Bastianini.
Bastianini is probably going to think he's racing for position now.
Yeah, I hope they tell him no, but he has got another long lap penalty to do. There's Marc Marquez, 9.1 seconds back.
How do they tell who's in front?
Why is Mark... they know who they're racing.
No, I mean like who's leading. When they lapped.
They do get signals like blue flag on their monitor.
Okay, that's good. Continue what you're saying before.
I'm surprised Mark hasn't crashed.
I'm surprised about that too. We did have a moment, I believe, in the first restart. Yeah. I'm calling it the first restart because the rest of it's chaos.
Yeah.
Bastianini completes both of the long lap penalties now. Oh, and here's a race restart, turn 3.
Yeah, look, so there's Bagnaia. He gets wiped out by...
Boom, there it goes. Who's that?
No, it's not Binder the original start.
It's red. They're all red.
It wasn't Binder.
It's a red.
It's a KTM who hits him.
There. It has a red ball back.
It must be Bastianini. It was Bastianini, yeah.
So Bastianini caused all this mess. Bastianini was on slicks as well.
14 and 16, 13 to go. We're half distance now.
They finished playing dodgems.
Yeah, the race has just settled down. Yeah, to go back to a point I read a second ago from Jacques Van about Zarco's rookie years, he only ever won one race in the 125cc category. But when he got to Moto 2, 15 wins, and he could have gone up to MotoGP in 2016,
decided to stay in Moto 2 another year because he didn't feel he was ready, and won back-to-back Moto 2 championships.
Honestly, it's a smart move.
I'm trying to think. I think only Alex has done. No, Alex didn't do that.
Smart move there from him. Rain's getting even heavier out there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see
starting
something
to
in the background.
I'm starting to think, how long until the red comes out, really?
I'll bring it out now. It cost a double long lap penalty completed, 1 of 2.
Bashley's completed both of his now.
Yeah.
It's flashed up on our monitor. I honestly, the opening part of this race was nuts. What an enjoying day this has been.
It was chaos. Absolutely.
This is more turning into a stereotypical MotoGP race now.
Yeah, yes. So I like the action at the start.
If you can call that a race.
I still don't know what to call it.
Disorganised chaos.
Yeah, it's the only word for it. Though, it was good instincts from the Honda. What?
Mark's going to get a penalty.
Why?
His rain light's not on.
So either way, he's not winning this race now.
Yep. Just said by Simon. Good spot by @RacingKDJR. Mark's rain light's not on. That's a black flag offence.
So he gets out.
Yeah. That could be big problems for Mark.
It will definitely mean problems for Alex trying to get past
Alex
him.
will take the lead in the championship then by massive if Mark gets disqualified for this.
Yeah.
It's basic safety rules and they will disqualify him for it.
If it is really not on, then he really should be, because that is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, it's a black flag offence that we've seen other riders in the past get disqualified for it. Look at Vinales coming out of absolutely nowhere to send up the inside of Miguel Oliveira down at the Dunlop chicane, and he's made it stick. Oliveira just trying to finish the race. The rain is getting heavier out here, and he's still going to go down on the inside line and lash out Pell. Oliveira, he's coming back from broken bones, and he's still going for it.
I'm going to check all their rain lights now.
Rain lights on for both of them.
Good. They're fine.
Yeah, Mark's rain light's not on though.
Is there any way to let him know?
I don't think you can turn it on the bike.
Oh.
Has to be turned on by the mechanics, I think.
Oh, almost dropped it there for Oliveira.
Yeah, and Vinales sneaks back up on the inside, coming into Garage Vier. You can see the rain. I can't see the rain, but you can sort of see it.
You know it's there.
You can see it in the wheel tracks, can't you?
Yeah, it's too fine, and that's the worst type of rain.
Yeah, it's getting heavier, fine rain. As you say, that's the worst, because then you leave it thinking, oh, it's not as wet, and then you put too much lean angle on the corner. There's a puddle starting to form on the inside line of... look there! Look how hard it's raining on the start-finish straight.
Hashtag Zarco's.
Zarco's now leaving a visible line on the track, by the way. This might become a red flag situation in the next few laps.
His rain light's on.
Yeah, the race wouldn't restart, by the way.
No.
We'd get into that point. So
we only need 4 more.
This is Mark. Right, we'll see now shortly.
I want to see the rain light. Come on.
I want to see this exit as well. Is that rain light on? Here it is. So he's into the chicane now. He's not leaning a lot, is he, Mark?
No.
Rain light is on now.
It's
on now. Yeah. Okay. So they've put it on. So he's realised that his rain light wasn't on, and it's now been activated. Yeah.
But it wasn't before, which is still a
there it
violation.
is. Yeah. Look how hard it's raining down at La Chapelle.
Let's check Alex's.
Yeah. So at least Mark's rain light is now on.
Yeah.
So what's happening with Simon? There's Zarco. Gap now 12 seconds.
You can see it.
Johan, just keep it going.
Wobbling quite a bit. And that start-finish straight.
Oh, Juan Mir will go to local hospital for full examination.
Honestly, that's fair. He also got hit really hard.
He got up though.
He got up, but still, he got hit really hard.
Yeah.
Both him and Bagnaia. I'm surprised Bagnaia continued, but Bagnaia kind of just skidded away, but Mir just kind of hit himself on his bike.
Oh, this is on lap 6 when Morbidelli crashed out. You were asking how that happened. He dropped it at Blues.
Oh.
That's how Morbidelli went out and got back into the pit lane. I was thinking, well, where did he go for?
Kind of a cool crash, actually.
Cool.
Cool. It was like skidding, and it didn't turn around.
Didn't let go of the bike, though, did he?
Yeah. I wonder if that's where he lost his Atlantic from.
Zarco still leading this race. 17 of 26, 10 to go. Lap times at the 1 minute 46.
Only 3 more laps until this race can be officially ended. And
They won't though, they've got no reason to end it yet.
I know, but the rain is getting heavier, so...
Yeah, it's not red flag level just yet.
It's more, be careful what you do level.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit too close there. A little bit too close. He was looking.
Marco Bezzecchi.
Yeah, he was looking for how can I get past him. And then I think he realised, oh, this isn't someone trying to get past me. This is literally just the race leader.
So because Mark's rain light wasn't on originally and he's since put it on, they might not penalise him, but they might...
I reckon they might give him a time penalty instead.
It's really raining now down at Garage Vieja.
You can see it there.
Yeah, it's coming down heavier. So just to confirm, Mark's rain light wasn't on. It only just got turned on about 2 laps ago. We are unsure whether or not that will be a penalty or a disqualification. Usually, if the rain light's not on, it is a black flag.
I would still say that's half the race without a rain light.
It's getting heavier, Megan. They're going to red flag this one.
Yeah, in about 3 minutes. Well, in about a couple of minutes' time. So, if that rain light wasn't on for half a race, I reckon he will be getting
some form of penalty, yeah. We don't just say, oh, they'll red flag this because, you know, if Frenchman's leading in the race, it is getting heavier. And at this circuit, you can't afford mistakes because you get fast accidents. We've seen that this weekend as well. Bernardo and Oscar Gutierrez, and now Juan Mir going to hospital.
Who somehow Gutierrez is fine.
Yeah, don't know how that's happened. 9 to go.
I mean,
it's lap 18 that becomes 2/3 race distance. After that, the red flag can come out and the race can stop. But there's visibly now a lot more water on the circuit than there was even just 5 minutes ago.
It's getting mistier, and that's Oliveira struggling there. Camera lens can't even.
Same as what we had really in Miami in the F1 sprint race. It's not the amount of water that's on the circuit, it's the visibility that would cause the red flag. And the mist in the air here.
It's getting too much.
It's lowering a lot on the circuit as we now see Fernand Aguirre trying to get ahead of Miguel Oliveira for 6th position down at La Chapelle, and he's done so.
There was something I was going to say. Regarding the race start, there was something I noticed. I can't remember.
Oh, I would not be surprised if once we get there, we see a few riders' hands go. Remember, Zarco must be the one to put his hand up to say red flag. It's the race leader's discretion.
Okay, I put my hand up. Though not until obviously it reached halfway through.
It's slowly getting worse.
Are they?
Spray now. Yeah, look, now we've got spray.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spray now, especially down to the S Blues, and that's a heavy braking zone.
Are they told how much is 2/3 of the race beforehand?
They get a message on their dashboard telling them 2/3 race.
Right.
Which is now. Lap 19 of 26. We're at 2/3 now. So let's see what race control decide to do, shall we?
You'll probably want to complete first.
They'll have to complete the lap, yeah.
And then at lap 20, just like call it off.
At the moment, there's no reason to, apart from the weather. No one's gone down. Everyone's just sort of managing it.
Yeah, but for how long?
Last lap time was a 1:46.
It's getting... I mean, normal lap time is
Okay,
1:30.
Simon's just texted me from the media centre. He said, Simon, hello. I've just registered. It's raining heavy, like really heavy. Heavier than what we can see on the camera lens here.
It's way too dangerous for them to actually be out there.
Yeah, look how hard it's raining now. It's the first second. Yeah, this has got way worse very quickly. Ironically, in 2/3 distance, but yeah.
I wouldn't walk in that.
So...
Let alone be on a bike.
Well, if I was Mike Webb, race director, I'd stop the race.
So would I.
Just to make sure it's all safe, because otherwise, you don't want, you don't want another rider going down.
There's been too many accidents, especially at this circuit.
Mark's lifted off. He's not going to push. Zarco is 14 seconds ahead. He's cruising, but this rain is now very, very super heavy.
It's getting impossible to actually overtake. I've only seen one overtaking in the past 5 laps.
Riders going wide as well and they were all avoiding the curbs. It's
If
now
you hit that curb, you go down.
Yeah, now basically just a fight for survival. We have to get 7 to go now, so Zarko has crossed that line.
You can make the decision.
Which means that we have now officially crossed 2/3 race distance.
I don't know what decision he's going to make.
This is where Mike Webb needs to talk to his marshals and actually ask what the conditions are like out there.
This is actually quite nerve-wracking.
It's
I'm not
getting
sure.
nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Yeah, because it should be stopped, but I'm not sure what decision the riders are going to make.
Yeah.
After all, they're the ones who are riding in it, but everyone's going to have different opinions, and it gets very worrying when you can see it.
Oliveira's out.
Crashed out.
Oh, high side.
Yeah, end it. End it now.
Out, Oliveira, he's up and walking away, which is great, but a high
Yeah.
side coming out of the last corner. Yeah, that should be enough now to stop the race.
He seems fine.
The bike's gone. Yeah, the engine's gone out. So
Yeah, that
Oliveira,
bike is-
Miguel, get out of that danger zone. Don't put the marshals in danger. So he got caught on that same curb and high-sided over his back.
Ooh,
Wow.
that was close as well, because he almost hit his head on his bike, but just missed it. It's fine.
Well, that should be the trigger now to say that it's getting too
Yeah.
worse. That should be the trigger for a red flag.
Put your hand up, Zarko. Put your hand up now.
We've still got yellows on our monitors right now.
That should be the clue in.
Oh, Oliveira, that's Aldeguer on the inside of Vinales for fifth
Acosta.
position. Yeah.
Acosta.
What? No.
It's Acosta.
Aldeguer passing Vinales.
But Acosta's just passed Aldeguer. What's in there?
There.
What's happening?
They're too close to go. Aldeguer has passed Vinales.
This is why KTM should change the liveries.
I agree.
Because he's just been passed by one, and he's just passed one.
I'm surprised they haven't stopped the race. So 17 left.
Oh my... Stop the race! For
Yeah.
the love of everything.
I think after the week we've had in motorcycle racing, in these conditions, with the rain getting heavier, the spray getting worse, we're past 2/3 distance, just stop it.
Yeah, this isn't the time to battle through it until the end. This is the time to actually take into consideration the safety of the riders.
Great point here by Sean. Nightmare for Prima Pramac, double DNF.
Oh yeah. It's a bad time for them.
There's a lot of water down at La Chapelle now. That's what I don't like.
What Ducati's down?
No, they're also... Let's take a look at the start of the race.
This is from midfield.
Alex Marquez is out of the race! He's crashed down at La Chapelle. I was just saying about how much water there was on the circuit.
Bike's off.
And Alex Marquez is out. Marc Marquez extends. He's leading the championship.
Rejoins.
Oh, where's he going to rejoin? He might just get inside the top points.
He'll rejoin in about 7th position.
Oh, Rhea stepped down on him. And
Another high side.
Oh, it was a near high side. Mark
And his...
Oh, visor smashed. He's done.
Yeah, visor is gone. Debris all over the track. End it.
I don't know why they're not... That's Alex out of the race, by the way. He'll come in and park it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not stopping the distance of the race.
Yes. End it. End it now.
So that puts Pedro Costa to 3rd. And...
Not to go some fourth.
Yeah. Right, okay.
I'm not happy. What is it going to take for them to end this race? That is 2 in 2 laps.
Well, Mike Webb is the race director, and even the riders criticise him for not stopping races and not... Well, we've had riders literally unconscious before on the circuit.
Yesterday, the Moto 2, is it Moto 2 or Moto E?
Moto E.
Moto E.
That got
There
red flagged
was-
in race 1, but not race 2.
There was Oscar who was on the track after having... He's fine, but he had a bike go across him, and they still didn't stop the race, and that
yet
disgusted me.
They stopped the race early on in the day when Eric Ronaldo did a backflip.
Yeah. I am disgusted by this weekend, or all weekends.
Well, Mike Webb isn't the race director for Moto E on this one.
Still, I'm not happy.
That's Brian Webber.
Well, I'm still not happy with his decision.
Yeah. But Mike Webb, that's Zarko on the opening lap. He went off the track. He just avoided an accident.
So he
was last to first.
Huh. Oh, so he's the 4th one I saw go across
You saw
the track.
someone go off the track, yeah.
I am disgusted this weekend, of all weekends, for so much atrocious
Just a
things.
reminder, as soon as the checkered flag is done, we are going off air because I've got to get to the British Touring Car commentary box at 2:05. which is 3:05 French time.
Still haven't stopped. I can't understand this. They have had the availability to stop this race now.
Simon Patterson is talking to a Red Bull rookie who sat next to him in the media centre that said that it's now the rain is big enough that they're going to lose traction at the rear.
It's too dangerous to be out there. I mean, they've had the availability now for about 4 laps to end this race, and they still haven't. And how many crashes have we had since that time?
3.
Exactly.
4 to go then here at the French Grand Prix. It looks like we're going the distance. All 10 rounds.
I'm not happy.
Is it 12 rounds or 10? How many is it in boxing?
I think it's 10 rounds.
I don't know if it's 10 or 12. There's different levels, of course.
Yeah.
It is dangerous out there. I agree with everyone you're saying on the YouTube chat right now. All 802 watching live. 16,790 have watched as well. Welcome to you.
I hope the complaint gets put in.
Yeah. You are viewing a French rider about to win on French soil. He's 20 seconds clear to mark now. Johan, chill.
I hope a complaint gets put in for this race on the safety grounds. Because
are going to be furious.
Yeah, because this is not right. This is not safe.
Yeah. It looks like the rain from our angle has eased slightly, but there's still a lot of standing water on the circuit.
The damage is done to the track.
Yeah, look how much more spray there is.
There
as
is
well.
back.
And under braking into S Blues, it's kicking up massively. Just takes one curb, one white line, and down you go.
Thing is, part of me thinks it's the reason why Zarco hasn't put his hand up, because if he fears going down.
With taking his hand off, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd do it over the start line, really. Start waving like crazy.
I think there should be a button they press.
That's true, yeah.
Because it's a lot safer.
What happened to Alex? Alex crashed out, but he has rejoined the race, and he's
currently riding with a broken rider screen like his brother did a few races back.
in 6th place, yeah. So he's still going to get points.
Which also means there's loads of debris on the circuit currently, which could cause punctures to happen.
Yeah.
Another reason I'm annoyed.
I'm just willing Johan Zarco on now with 3 to go.
Yeah.
Just sort of going, come on, come on, come on.
So you can do it. There's only 3 more.
We are on a quick off just to let everybody know. So as soon as everyone's crossed the line, we will wrap up. We'll try and see if we... Ion, who's that?
I don't know. Just crashed out.
Is that Alex again? He's just dropped down. Yellow flag's
Everyone's
out.
fine so far, I'm
Someone's crashed out. It's
Yes,
Marquez again!
Yeah, it's Alex.
Alex again has crashed out. That's his 2nd crash!
With a broken visor as well.
Oh.
Hopefully he let go of a bike.
So that's turn 11.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's
fine.
up and walking away. That's S Blues. Well, that puts paid to his afternoon, doesn't it?
Let's see what happens.
Ria's going to step out. Oh, no.
Oh, that was lucky.
Front locked, and with the dampness of the track, it just went down. That's a big off. He's on his back, though.
It was lucky he didn't do it with a high side.
So, Mark, that's his 2nd crash, and that's Alex officially done now.
16 left.
Yeah. Technically 15, because Bagna's 2 laps down.
Yeah.
So, I put Salvadori into 9th, his best finish of the year so far.
Honestly, I'm really happy for Salvadori.
Come on, race direction. You want it to go this on to the end, don't you? Yeah. The TV schedule must not be done. Maybe Canal Plus should consider where they're putting the advertising banners. Remove the C, and you see a lot of that plus around the circuit. Maybe giggle over formation now. I pointed out, do you remember? I said to you, because the fans put a black flag over it.
Oh, yeah.
So it just looks like that. Canal Plus. Take away the C, and that's what it looks like on the side of the track.
You know, I really hope the people in charge of safety here and stopping the race are happy with themselves.
Yeah. Are we going to have 2 to go? Yes, 2 to go.
22-point difference between Alex Marquez and Marc Marquez right now in the championship.
It's ridiculous how quickly that can change in one race.
Marc will go down next race.
It's only round 6 of 22 in a 44 race season. There's an awful long way to go. We are going to have to focus on Fermin Aldeguer here, though, because he's in fourth position. He's directly behind Pedro Acosta, looking for a podium. We've got 0.2 of a second as they exit the Dunlop chicane and head down towards La Chapelle. Aldeguer's going for it. Acosta's gone too deep on the inside. Go on, my son. Go on, he's going to go for it. Acosta's left the door open. This is what Aldeguer can do, and he's through.
Yes.
Aldeguer takes third position at La Chapelle.
At least he's doing Ganeshi proud. Also, I could have sworn I heard a bee. A wasp.
Yeah, a 15-minute delay to the start would have allowed everybody to start on wet tyres, by the way. So we could have avoided all that drama. That's what Simon Patterson's just tweeted.
Makes me angry. What time is it now? 3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll literally go off a few minutes before the race starts.
Last lap, about to finish.
Yeah, we've met, the last French winner was Pierre Monret in 1954. Not even Quartararo can manage winning at home.
71 years ago.
Come on, Johan. It'll be his second career win. And I think he's most brilliant. Australia was a barnstormer to the line in 2023, but this is special. Ironically, that race was on JB2 as well. Maybe we should be on here for that.
Yeah. Give Zarco a bit more encouragement being on second.
Come on. Come on, Johan. Just a couple more corners. He's out through La Chapelle. Museum is coming up.
I'm worried about the last turn.
This is going to be Honda, not even the factory bike, Megan. And it's not like, oh, Zarco only won the race, everyone has had double long lap penalties.
He had a good strategy.
And he's gained time on Mark. The gap was 8 seconds. He's pulled that out to 20.
Almost 21. It's literally 2 tenths away.
The French fans have 21 now, yeah. Not in living memory have we ever had a French winner at the French Grand Prix. It was Fabio Quartararo who started on pole position. He crashed out. And then out of nowhere, the mists of the rain that Le Mans can bring you has brought the other French rider back into the mix. Johan Zarco will end a 74-year drought. History in the making. The French fans have gone fanatic crazy. He looks around. He takes the moment to applaud the fans. He's showboating. Johan Zarco wins the French Grand Prix. A home winner. His second ever win. He stops to celebrate with his team. The French fans know something they have never known in their life. Honda win for the first time in 2 years. And it's again thanks to Johan Zarco. Marc Marquez finishes in second and takes a 22-point gap in the championship and a brilliant podium for Fermin Aldeguer, who feels like he's won a race in third. Absolutely spectacular racing.
That is brilliant for Zarco, and you can see how utterly happy and pride-filled his parents are.
That is history. Johan Zarco becomes the first Frenchman in 74 years to win his home Grand Prix, and the first Frenchman in the new era to do so as well. Everyone expected Quartararo. Nobody expected Zarco. Don't ever count him out. Marquez second, Aldeguer third, Acosta fourth, Vinales in fifth, sixth for Nakagami, Raul Fernandez seventh, Di Antonio eighth, Salvador in ninth, Ayagur in 10th, Marini 11th, Rins in 12th, 13th for Bassini, 14th for Zecchi, 15th Morbidelli, and the last point, Bagnaia home in 16th, out. Alex Marquez, Oliveira, Binder, Miller, Quartararo and Mir. We have to dive off for the British Touring Cars, but Megan, final thoughts?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant from Zarco, amazing strategies, and look at his father. He's almost in tears with how happy he is.
A spectacular race, a crazy race, but that is how the cookie crumbles. We're off to do British Touring Cars. My thanks to you, Megan, for your company this weekend.
Apologies, we're off air quite quickly. We'll bring you anything else on the repeat on JB Motorsports, including hopefully the podium. But it's Johan Zarco, a race winner in France. 74 years, they can stop dreaming. Zarco wins his home Grand Prix.